This is the sewing part of Underbust corset gown with asymmetric neckline. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to make another bust corset gather waistline that has asymmetric neckline with a collar. If this is something you are interested in learning how to make, please continue and watching it to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So welcome back. For this project, this is the crepe fabric that I will use. I have my zipper here, thread and the lining fabric. So what I will do now is that I will go and fuse hairstay on the crepe fabric. So this is what I have after I've ironed hairstay on it. So I will now go and transfer my pattern to the fabric. So this is what I have after I've pinned down my pattern on my fabric. On the side I added 1.5 inches for the side area. So all the corner and the center front I added half inches. So now I've gotten it out and also cut the lining together. So this is my side and this is the middle and this is the other side. I've added half inches now and on the side I add 1.5 inches. So now I will now keep it aside. So for the back pattern, I've also add half inches round for the center back, and on the side back I add 1.5 inches, and on the dart line area I add half inches, and I also cut the lining together as well. So for the back pattern, I will now remove the pattern paper on it. So now I will remove the lining. This is the maple fabric. So now I will join the side and the sides together. So this is it. Now I will now pin it together with my pin. So this is demo of how I will sewing it on the sewing machine. So this is it. So now this is how it will look like after sewing it. So now we also pin this one as well. So after pinning down, now I will now go and sew it from the downside to the upper part of my sewing machine. I will also do the same for the lining. So this is the front part. I will remove the pattern paper on it. So this is it. Now I will now go and join it together, but before then I will iron the pieces of hairstay on the bust area so that it will give it a little structure as if I have padded it. So this is it after I've ironed hairstay on it. So I've ironed the pieces of hairstay on it. So this is how it looks. So I also knocked the underbust on fabric and also on the lining. So I will start joining it from the waistline to the underbust and to the shoulder line with the half-inch allowance I left. I will also repeat the same on this side. So for the cape, I will remove the pin and I will start the joining from the down part by the half inches allowance to the side. So this is my center front after I've joined it together. So this is how it looks. Now I will now go and open press my seam. So I've also got ahead to join the yoke area. So this is the lining and this is the lining for the back as well. I've also joined it and also joined the back piece. Now I will go and open press it. Now I will go and open press it. So this is the other side. So for the cape part, I have joined it together at the back, down part to the side. So I've also cut out the same allowance on it. So now I will turn it outside. I will now go and press it. So now after I've pressed my back body, so this is how it looks. I've open pressed it. Now I will keep it aside. So this is the front bodies. I use my bust arm to iron the bust area. After that, and I use the piece of steel to cover up the seam area. So this is how it looks after I've done it. So now for the back piece, I will place the lining on top the fabric so that I will be able to reduce the 1 inches armless for the back piece, because I only reduce it on the front while cutting it on the pattern. So now I will now place the cutout on the pattern paper on the back side. Now I will now mark it out on the back side. So after I've marking it out like so, I will now cut it out so that it will match up with the front shoulder on the left side. So this is after I've cutting it out. So what I will do next is that on my side, I will mark out my side seam allowance before placing my cape on it. So after I've now marking it out, I will now place my cape on it. I will pin it up like so. So this is what I have after I've pinned it up. Now I will now go and sew in it. So I've sewn it. What I will do now is that, so now after I've sewn it, I will now place my pattern paper on my fabric to determine the breaking point for the yoke part. So now I will now place my yoke where my yoke starts from. Now I will now pin it down. After I've pinning it down, I will now go and sew it on the sewing machine. So this is what I have after I've sewn it down. So what I will do now is that I will now place the back piece on the front piece like so. So now I will join it on the shoulder area. I will join the front and back piece on the shoulder area like so. Now I will pin it down. So for the right side, I later removed the back piece because of the lacing finishing I want to do on it. I didn't sew it. So now I will now go and sew the fabric to fabric, lining to lining. So this is what I have after I've joined the front and back together. So I've joined the lining separately and fabric separately. Now I will go and join the lining on the armhole area, and on the neckline I will go and join it like so. So I've joined this side separately. I leave ½ inches seam allowance for the zipper area on the side and also on this side as well. This is where I will join together neckline and the armhole area. I will now go and sew it down like so. So after I've joining it together, this is the neckline area, this is what I have, and this is the armhole area. So this is armhole area. Now I will notch it so that it will relax after I've done it outside. So after I've notching it, this is what I have. I've notched the neckline and also the armhole area. I've notched it. So now I will turn it outside like so. So this is what I have after I've done it outside. Now I will now go and press it out on my ironing table. So this is the armholes, armless side, and this is the sleeve side. So now this is what I have. So here is the other side. Now I will now go and press it on the neckline area. So after I've pressing it out, I will now use the back piece to turn the front shoulder like so. So I will pin it down. So now I will now go and sewing it on the machine. So after I've sewn it, this is what I have. So now I will pin down the zipper allowance on the dress. So after that, after I've pinning the zipper allowance, I will shape the dress fabric to fabric, lining to lining. I will take the body measurement on the fabric separately and also on the lining separately. So after that, so this is what I have. I've taken my body shape with the 1.5 inches allowance that I left on it. I also did it on the fabric and on the lining. So this is what I have after shaping it. So now I will now go and cut the sleeve for this of the camera. So for the down part, the skirt length is 31 inches plus sewing allowance at the upper part and the hemming allowance at the down part, and the wideness is 124, 62 inches in different places by 31 inches for the skirt length. So now I will now join it at the center front like so. So after that, I will now go and gather it. So after gathering, this is what I have. So now I will now pick one strand of the thread, then I will pull it to the measurement of my waistline. So after I've pulled it, this is what I have. So now I will measure my waistline on the upper part. So I will also repeat the same on the waistline of the skirt to be on this same size. So this is what I have. Now I will now find the center middle line on the skirt. So I will also match it with the center middle line of the upper part. So now I will notch it. I will notch the upper part and and the middle line on the skirt, I will match it together, right side facing the right side. So now I will pin it together like so. So now I will pin it all through the waistline. So after that, this is what I have after I've sewn it together. So this is so I've joined the lower part and the upper part together. So this is what I have. So this is the lining part. So I will find the midpoint of it, I will notch it. So now I will cut the hardness for it so that the gown will be bold. So this is the middle point of the lining. So now I will cut out the hardness for it. So on the upper part, I mark out 3 inches so that it will start from the 3 inches for the waistline area. So I mark 3 inches all through. So this is what I have. I will now go and pleat the hardness on this line, on this 3 inches line that I marked. So this is the length of the hardness. So now I will now go and pleat it on the 3 inches line that I marked. So now I will go and join my hardness like so. So now I will now go and plait it on my machine. So after I've plating it, so this is what I have. So this is what I have. Now what I will do now is that I will mark the center of the upper part of the lining and the skirt lining together. So I will pin it right side facing the right side like so. So I will pin it down. So after pinning it, I will now go and pleat the skirt to the waistline area on the lining. So after I've pleating it, this is what I have. So I've joined the lining separately and the fabric separately. So what I will do now is that I will go and fix the zipper on it. So this is the zipper I will be using. So this is after I fix the zipper. So now this is it inside. I will now go and fix my sleeve on it. So this is how it look. This is the inside look of it. This is the same finish I did on it. So this is it inside. Look at how beautiful it looks. This is the armor pattern. So the next thing is the sleeve. I'll go and cut the sleeve of the camera and fix it to this side. So this is after I've put the sleeve on it. So this is how it looks. So you now go and cut your basic sleeve and put it on your dress. So this is what we have been working on since. So this is the sleeveless part. So now I will now go and hem the down part with the hemming allowance I had on it. So this is what I have after I've hemmed the lower part. So this is it. So with this, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you all for watching today's tutorial.